Good morning and welcome to the next vlog in our Summer 2020 European Road Trip series, where today we're at Phantasialand in Germany. And in fact, we're going to be spending a couple of days here staying in Hotel Mamba, and we're going to be filming two different videos. Today's vlog from on the park and also a room tour here from Hotel Mamba as well. And this is the view from our balcony. We're literally standing here in the window, the doors open inwards, and we've got this fantastic view of the Africa themed section from Hotel Mamba, which is one of two on-site hotels here. They are building a third one, and I'll be sure to get some footage of that later in the video. But yes, welcome to our vlog from Phantasialand. Looking forward to getting back on all of our favourite rides here, including Black Mamba, the B&M inverted roller coaster you can see just behind us, and also Charlotte's, what was a top coaster at the time. Is it still going to be? Of course, Taron. It's Taron, yes. So when was your last day, Charlotte?
2017.
And how many days have you ever had at this park?
1 day.
1 day. She's only ever had 1 day at Phantasialand. I've probably been here 10, 12 times now. So honestly, I really want to make sure that Charlotte sees the most of the park today. We're also going to be here tomorrow, but we're just filming the one vlog today from the park and then a hotel room tour as well.
And we get to see some shows.
Yeah, we've got some shows. Of course, we've not really seen much in terms of entertainment so far this trip, whereas here they are running the show offering now as well. So yeah, it's going to be great to get back on the park. The priority for the next couple of days is getting Charlotte on loads of rides here, plenty of re-rides. You've already done Taron a few times, probably, haven't you? Maybe, what, 2 or 3 times, I'd say? So yeah, it's all about getting her on some more rides here at Phantasialand.
And of course,
yeah, get on Chiapas as well. So many different rides to see, and of course we put in lots and lots of off-ride footage of all of the different rides here at Phantasialand as well. So welcome to today's vlog. Like I say, this is a Hotel Mamba. We'll be giving you a room tour from here in the next video here on the channel. Are you ready to get into the park?
Yes!
Let's make our way down to the exclusive hotel entrance, which is literally just down here. That's actually a new entrance for this year, and head into the park. Taron, we're coming for you. Right then, so we're inside the park. We've just come through the hotel exclusive entrance and it's 9:30, we're in. So this is a bit different. They've put all this new entrance in just here at the back of Mamba. A new food outlet just here on the right as well. This used to actually be part of the garden at Hotel Mamba, but now it's just part of the Deep in Africa themed area of the park. So to be honest, it's expanded the park a little bit as well, and it's made it much better for guests of Mamba because you can now walk straight up here and over the loop. Anyone will remember before there were some big wooden gates here and that haven't been used for a long time, so it's really nice because you can walk straight in. Our hotel room where we stood this morning is literally right there. It's them 2 windows on the 2nd floor, but yeah, what an amazing way to start the day. Where do you want to head first then, Charlotte? Taron, you want to go down to Klugheim? So we'll go and start down at Taron, of course. We don't really know what crowd levels are going to be like today, do we, Charlotte?
No, I'm not quite sure.
It's a Friday. Yesterday you looked at queue times, and what were we looking at?
Like 10 minutes for Taron.
So hopefully we should get plenty of re-rides, but here we go. It's just really weird seeing all the pathways this empty this early on. But yeah, let's make our way down to Klugheim for a 10 o'clock opening. Oh, here we go. It's great to step back into one of the world's most heavily themed areas. Welcome to Klugheim here in Phantasialand. Of course, home to 2 different attractions. Taron, the Intamin Blitz that opened in 2016, and also Rake. So I look forward to getting on both of these coasters, but mainly Taron, of course. Don't get me wrong, Rake's a fantastic junior boomerang from Vekoma, but Taron is the signature. How is it to step back into this area?
Oh, it's so good.
The music's on. Oh, it's just wonderful. This is an absolutely gorgeous theme park area. The interaction between the rides, the buildings, just adds to the overall atmosphere. In terms of masks here, of course, we're wearing them today. They are required, I believe, in queue lines, toilets, restaurants, on attractions themselves. And yeah, pretty much as expected, really. Of course, we'll be wearing them around the park as well. But here we go, let's go and join the queue. Oh, I can hear that launch. Good morning, Taron. Here we go. So in terms of social distancing measures, what they've actually done is closed off the entrance gates at the top end of Klugheim just here, and they're using this as a bit of an extended queue line for Taron. Of course, you've got all the markings just down here on the floor. They've got white lines with little white spots as well that are on the floor, so it's not too intrusive to the theme. Of course, when it comes to the theming and storylines of these attractions, at the moment that isn't really the priority. Of course, safety is what's paramount. But yeah, in terms of all the markings, they're not actually too intrusive at all. But anyway, we'll make our way down the the queue line when it opens at 10 o'clock, and we'll get on board Taron. Is it still going to be Charlotte's top coaster? What do you think? Who knows? You've got to think with Taron, it does warm up a lot throughout the day as well. So you've got to think later on in the day, it'll feel a lot quicker than it does at the start of the day. So are you excited?
Yeah.
This is it. We'll see you when we come off Taron here at Phantasialand. It's time to ride.
Liebe Gäste, willkommen bei Taron.
So they've certainly got a lot of queue lines set up today here for Taron. Just thought I'd show you this section because this actually had no theming last time I waited in it. However, as we can see now, it's got these little men in these little boxes. Some good theming all the way around on this section. It was just a bit of a bland cattle pen queue line before. But of course, they've opened it round here, so maybe they're expecting a busy day. Or maybe they just want to make sure they've got extra room to spread the crowds out because it's very busy, isn't it, coming in to Klugheim. Loads and loads of crowds. I think maybe they should have had the queue line open when they actually opened the park just to allow people to flood into it instead of everybody building up in the area because it got very, very busy there just. But we'll carry on round this way and we'll see you when we come off Taron. Will it still be Charlotte's #1 coaster?
Who knows?
We're about to find out. We'll see you when we come off Taron. So we just come off the absolutely incredible Taron, but the question is, Charlotte, is it still #1?
Drum roll, please.
Oh!
It's still #1.
It's still #1. I remember your reaction when you came off for the first time. You were amazed. And you know what, we was really lucky then as well. Of course, because of the COVID-19 regulations, you can't queue up for any row, you can't pick which one you want. But we did actually get a front row. We was lucky enough to get on the front for that first ride of the day on Taron, which was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really good. We only waited about, what, 10 minutes, I'd say, from our point when they actually started loading the ride. Whoa, here it comes! Honestly, this ride is a thematic experience that is absolutely gorgeous. And it's great to see that 4 years on, people are still clapping when this ride dispatches. They're clapping when it comes into the brake run, and people are absolutely loving Taron here at Phantasialand. The sunshine, it's quite a warm day actually today. I imagine it back to the hotel, put my shorts on this afternoon. Oh, well, what a ride. Anyway, last time we was here, Chiapas, one of my favourite ever water rides, was actually closed for the day when Charlotte was here. So we need to get Charlotte on there, don't we?
Yeah.
On Chiapas to Wazaban. So we're going to head on to there next. And again, I'll put in lots of off-ride footage so you can see Chiapas in action. Let's go. Here we go then. So over here at the entrance now of Chiapas, 5-minute wait. Looking forward to getting back on this. One of my favourite ever water rides. It really is spectacular. Here's a look at the social distancing markers that are in the place. They are very, very small. They're literally just little white markers what they put on the ground. So they're not too intrusive with the theme. We did notice in the Taron queue that there wasn't really much social distancing going on. Not a lot of people were really following them. Maybe they were struggling to see them because they're so small, or maybe they just didn't want to follow them. I'm not too sure. But here we go, Charlotte's first ever time on Chiapas. This ride is spectacular. And of course it's got the steepest drop on any water ride in the world. And here it is. Look at that drop. Of course, here in the queue line, you walk right past it. Look at that. Oh. It's got a great soundtrack, it's got special effects. Honestly, it's a stunning ride. Just thought I'd mention as well, in terms of the loading procedures just over on Taron, it was running 4 trains and they are filling every single row. Because you've got to wear a mask, of course they're putting people on every row. So the throughput isn't any different at all. Here on Chiapas, looks like they're actually loading it 1 party per boat, but as we can see by the queue time, it is only advertised 5 minutes anyway, and it has quite a high throughput. You looking forward to it? We'll let you know what Charlotte thinks when we come off Chiapas here in Mexico at Phantasialand. So we waited just 5 minutes there for our ride on Chiapas de Huazaban. What an absolutely incredible ride. One of my favourite ever water rides. It's just so long, there's so much to it. It's everything from the chain lift hills that take you up ridiculously quick to, of course, the little disco section that they've got in there as well. There's sideways transitions, there's a backwards drop, and of course you've got the steepest drop on a log flume there as the big finale. It's an incredible ride, and of course it was Charlotte's first time going on it. So did you enjoy it? What did you like the most?
I was expecting the drop to be like that.
It's quite intense. Like, first thing you said when we got into the boats was, I've got to have a lap bar.
I know.
And that's probably something I haven't really spoke about much in the vlogs. But yeah, you do actually have a little lap bar that you have to pull down. It's nothing too much, but it's just, of course, to keep you nice and secure whilst you're on the ride. But what else did you like about it?
Yeah, I love the party section.
Yeah, you've got the disco section with the lasers and special effects. Absolutely brilliant. It really, really is. And of course, in some of our previous vlogs here from Phantasialand, there is some on-ride footage. Of course, you used to be able to use your chest-mounted GoPro on many different rides here. Unfortunately, that's something what we can't do anymore. But if you do watch some of the older vlogs, you'll see some of the on-ride footage here from the park. But at least you finally got to experience it. It's a long ride, it's heavily themed, and you know what makes it for me? That absolutely gorgeous soundtrack. All the way around the soundtrack, and it really builds up towards that finale drop. Like, you keep going up lift hills, don't you, gradually, and making your way up towards that big finale. But anyway, now as we all know, Charlotte isn't a big fan of flat rides, but she's going to come on Taron. Why are you coming on?
Give it another go.
She's going to give it another try. It's a very intense ride, but the good thing with Taron, you know you're going to get the same cycle every time. You know what you're getting. It's in sync with the music. It's a Huss top spin, and it was refurbished last year actually. And I believe it's had another refurbishment over winter since I was last here. So let's go and see how it's running. It was running really well last year, so let's go and see what it's like. And Charlotte is coming on Taron. She's a brave girl. Let's go. 15 minutes there for Talican, the park's first top spin. And as you saw there from the off-ride footage, that ride is such a show. You get just as much enjoyment standing off-ride watching it from the queue line or on the observation points as you do riding it. But how was it, Charlotte?
Oh, it was intense.
It was intense. I'm really proud of you for coming on there. I didn't think you'd actually give it another go. Last time you didn't enjoy it at all.
No.
Would you do it again, would you say? Or?
No!
No, it was quite intense, wasn't it? But
yeah.
It was running really well though. Like the cycle on there is fantastic. It's the same every time, of course, but you've got the fire effects, the water effects, the soundtrack, and it makes it such an immersive overall experience. It's gorgeous. I tell you what, it's getting quite warm today here at Phantasialand, but it's also quite busy. The queue for Chiapas is all the way out the entrance now. Never seen it that busy before. But at least in an hour and 15 minutes, we've done 3 major rides, which is good going. Of course, with Phantasialand, it's not a big park at all. So what are you doing?
There's something in my eyes.
It's not a big park at all. So in terms of getting around there, you can soon get around the park. We wanted 2 days because, of course, Charlotte's only been here once, just so you can get around and see things and have multiple re-rides. But yeah, we're going to carry on with the day. We're going to go and watch the ice show shortly. But I think I'm going to grab a little bit of food now just before that, here in the Berlin themed area. So with Phantasialand, it's actually got numerous different entrances at the hotels and also around the park as well. So this is the main entrance street. Not the most glamorous entrance out the front, but when you actually step into the Berlin street, it's absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, you've got the chair swings at the bottom, all the fountains, the music, the atmosphere. It's a really nice entrance street, but obviously when you're coming off the main road, it isn't the best. But at least we're staying in the main hotel, you really get to stay in that immersion by coming in through that entrance. But we'll get something to eat, and I'll put a bit of full footage just around here in the Berlin area. Might even do the fun house as well before the ice show. Right then, so you saw a little bit of footage there from the beautiful Berlin themed area here at Phantasialand. Sun's coming out, it's really warm now, isn't it? And we've just been to see Ice College, which is the ice show which they're running here at Phantasialand. Really nice production. It's a skating show, of course, and in there as well you've got a cast of about 9-10 people, and they're all dancing to various different pop songs, and it's not really got that much of a storyline, has it? But it's definitely worth going to see. We love going to shows at theme parks. Really adds to the experience. Of course, you were not allowed to film the shows here, but you know, it was good to go and see it in the Arena de Festa in the Mexico themed area. Anyway, up next we're making our way back into deep in Africa, where our hotel is actually, Matamba, just over there, for a ride on Black Mamba, the park's B&M inverted roller coaster. It's ridiculously heavily themed. I love this area here at the park. It's so authentic. Advertised wait time 50 minutes, so it is busy today, but luckily we've got all day tomorrow as well to do some more rides and get Charlotte on some re-rides on Taron as well. So we're going to go and do Black Mamba now, here deep in Africa. Black Mamba. say, fantastic operations there on Black Mamba. It was actually an advertised wait time of 40 minutes when we joined the queue line, and we waited just over 10 minutes. 2 trains. I think the fact that they've actually got a member of staff loading the rows on there is so much more efficient. Normally with Black Mamba, you just pick your own row, and even with that, there were social distancing measures, wasn't there? It was 1 party per row. Of course, there's 4 seats on a row, so we had a row to ourselves. But it was great to get back on there. I love this themed area, deep in Africa here at Phantasialand. Of course, Hotel Mamba in the background. You got the loop just there, and the ride is really long. You can't really see that much of it. It's all dug into the ground. Kind of reminds me of Nemesis at Alton Towers in that way. The fact that a lot of the ride has been dug in, except you've got a lot of fake rock work around the side instead of real rock work like on Nemesis. But it's an incredible coaster. I think it's really good fun. We had a mid-train ride there. I do normally prefer it on the front or the back, but it was good to get back on it. A little bit intense for Charlotte, I think.
Oh, God, it's so intense.
It is intense.
I thought I was going to be sick in my mask.
Yeah, it is really intense. Of course, massive goggles to be worn on all the different attractions and queue lines, which people seem to be following, really. You know, it's more the social distancing what people don't seem to be following that much here. But because everyone's wearing a mask, it's not quite as bad. However, they really need to make sure they are keeping that 1.5 metres wherever they can do. I mean, Taron this morning, that was not happening, was it? But it's quite warm. It's lovely afternoon. We're going to carry on, probably go round towards Colorado Adventure now. In my opinion, the best family mine train in the world. Let's go round. So as I mentioned back at the start of the vlog, they've actually put a new entrance in for hotel guests from Mamba. And they've actually extended out this little section here and put a new little bar area in as well. There we go, really like the idea of that. You know what's around this corner, don't you, Charlotte? It's the djembe around this corner. Here we go, djembe. Yes, mezzo mix, love the mezzo. Here we go, this djembe. Unfortunately, it looks like they've actually removed the drums for some seating. Not very happy about that. I would have done a little drumming session for you all, but there you go, there it is, djembe. Got to get it in, haven't we? But yeah, the drums have been removed, unfortunately. Shame about that, innit, Charlotte?
It's a shame.
No drumming action today, so I would have done you all a little bit of drumming.
I'd have done one as well.
Would you? Oh, you have to do a little dance or something instead later. Oh, here we go, we're getting it now. That's it, little djembe dance instead. Oh, God, wow, that was fantastic. Right, let's head down this way. So she's still going towards Colorado Adventure. Of course, oh, I love it. All this is still Mamba here, all of the hotel here at Phantasialand. Honestly, staying on site is such a big part of the atmosphere here, or a big part of the feeling. So yeah, we'll carry on down this way now. You can just see Colorado Adventure just down that way. When we walk around this corner just here to the left, get a great view of it. I will just show you something quite cool over here as well, because we're staying in Mamba, and that's going to be our next video, a room tour. Show you something quite cool in a moment. So here it is, there you go. Colorado Adventure, the best family mine train in the world. It might just look like another big Thunder Mountain, but I tell you what, this thing is intense. You get some ridiculous ejector air time. Yeah, let me just show you this over here. It's a model of Hotel Mamba, which is really, really nice. Lovely. There we go. Of course, that's all the back area. Our room is kind of just over on that section. But yeah, this is great. It would have been even better if they'd have Black Mamba here as well, just in front of it. But yeah, it's really nice. That's where we had breakfast this morning, inside this little building here. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's one of the best themed hotels in the world, in my opinion. If you want an authentic African experience, this is the place to come. Right then, let's go on Colorado Adventure, and we'll put in some off-ride footage. Colorado! So we had our ride on Colorado Adventure, which is an absolutely fantastic Vacoma mine train. I mean, that was wild, wasn't it?
Wild,
yeah.
vicious.
You enjoyed it though, didn't you?
It was crazy.
You couldn't really remember from last time.
I think last time I went on, we must have been near the front bin. At the back, it was like, woo.
It really whips you over, doesn't it? You've probably only done it once, I suppose, before,
Yeah,
so you
really
didn't remember it much. But it's a 3 lift hill special, and it's absolutely fantastic on there. It really is a brilliant attraction. We've then just come off and done the ghost train here as well, which is in the China themed area. Costa Rica, which is in the building just here on the right hand right-hand side. And again, you couldn't really remember much from that.
It's good, but it just needs a refurbishment. It just looks very dated.
Yeah, it's very tired, but there's some very weird animatronics in there, isn't
really
there?
weird.
Really, really strange. But here we are in the absolutely beautiful China-themed area. It is, hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. Check it out. This is wonderful. And of course, we're staying in Hotel Matamba, but you've also got Hotel Lingbao, which is just here on the right-hand side. You can see it all in the background, which is absolutely gorgeous. This area of the park is stunning. I really do enjoy the decor of it all, and especially at night with all the Chinese lanterns that are turned on. And they've actually got a bar up at the top of the Hotel Lingbao as well, where we went last night, didn't we?
We did.
Had a little cocktail up there, but really nice. We might see it when we get around this corner, but it's right up at the top. But yeah, as you can see, you've got these lovely authentic buildings and then the hotel behind. Like I said, there is just 2 hotels here at the moment, but the 3rd hotel will be coming soon when they open Fly in the new themed area. But yeah, you can just make out where the bar was. It's them windows just at the top there, which is the wonderful Dragon Bar. But yeah, it's very nice around here. You've got another dark ride here as well. Fengdu Palace just over there. It's got a 30-minute wait at the moment, so I'll probably give it a miss for now. But if you haven't guessed already from the shape of the building, and if you don't know what's inside, it is a Vekoma Madhouse, and it's not one of my favourite attractions here. Something that I do really enjoy though is River Quest, and it's open now, which is the rapid ride, which you get absolutely soaked on. Charlotte, I don't think you're coming on it, are you, today? And I'm not going to go on it yet. I'll probably go on it later on. If not today, I will tomorrow. But yeah, it's got a 60-minute wait at the moment for River Quest, so very, very busy. Some of the rides are busy and others aren't too bad.
Yes, some things are okay.
Colorado Adventure we waited about 5 minutes for, straight on, really good operations, and we just walked straight on to Gastorica. So I'll have a little look at Mystery Castle now, because I really, really like Mystery Castle. Will it be a mystery? Will it be a misery? Of course, sometimes you get a short cycle, sometimes you get a long one, but no matter what, you really get to appreciate the scale of this ride. Of course, Phantasialand have a lot of issues with locals here because of the location of the park, so they had to build their drop rides indoors, but look at that. Doesn't look too bad. I think we'll 20 minutes, so there we go for Mystery Castle. So we just braved Mystery Castle there and waited about 20, maybe 25 minutes, so I reckon it was just slightly longer than advertised, but not too bad at all. In terms of the loading procedures, just leaving a couple of seats in between parties on there. Charlotte came on as well, even though it's a drop tower, didn't you?
I did, I came on, the drop was so intense, it was forceful.
The thing is with that, it's like a drop and shot, so it takes you up there, it launches you up quite quick up the tower.
It does.
I actually find it more intense going up than coming down.
I'm glad there was only one drop.
Yeah, unfortunately it was a misery today.
It was really
not
quick.
A mystery. Of course, there's a longer cycle it can run as well. However, today, because of COVID-19 as well, I imagine they're going to keep running it on that shorter cycle. It's a busy park. We want to get people through. But fair play to the staff. They were doing a great job.
Really
the two of them on there. Them doors were opening maybe every minute and a half. Really getting them out very, very quick. Never seen operations like that before on Mystery Castle, which is fantastic. Just thought I'd share a bit of an update overall then in terms of what we think with the COVID-19 regulations. As usual, there's plenty of hand sanitizer stations about. They can maybe do with a few more, in my opinion.
Yeah,
there's not loads, but yeah, they could. Yeah, there is hand sanitizer about. I definitely recommend bringing some of your own if you come in here as well. In terms of masks, everybody seems to be doing what they should be on the rides and in queue lines. And really, in terms of social distancing, it's not been too bad this afternoon, but earlier on today there was a few issues this morning. So in general though, for how busy the park is, the operations are really good. The fact that Taron, I mean 2 trains have gone past in the time that I've been doing this vlog clip. Operations here are great as usual. I'd say maybe even better than before. They're really trying the best they can do, which is fantastic. And like I say, Taron's not affected. Some of the other rides aren't affected with Rose. So yeah, they're doing all they can. But anyway, as we mentioned before, Phantasialand's a park of 2 halves really. You've got all the epic rides, in my opinion, down at this side of the park. And then you've got the other end of the park, Woozy Town, where you've got some of the other rides that aren't quite up to the standards that you get on this side. However, of course, that will change whenever Fly opens. The new Vekoma flying coaster is the longest in the world, and it's the only one with a launch as well. So whenever that opens, we still don't yet know. It was originally planned for this year. However, who knows when it's going to open, but we'll certainly have a look at construction. And if you check out our next vlog coming up, which will be a hotel tour of our room here at Mamba, you'll get to see what we can see of Fly from our room, because let's just say you get a sneak peek into the area and some of the theming. So yeah, we're going to carry on down to the other end of the park now, probably do Mouse to Chocolate, the interactive dark ride, have a look at the gift shop, and then head down to Woozy Town and go on Windjar, Sphere and Force. Right then, just thought we'd bring you for a little look inside the main gift shop here in the Berlin themed area of Phantasialand. Of course, you've got all sorts of different merchandise with the logo on here. You got caps, you got key rings, you've even got a wallet just there as well. There we go, it's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, all sorts of different branded stuff. In terms of merchandise here at Phantasialand, it's certainly got better than when I first visited. However, I still think they could do so much more in terms of the merch, especially with Taron. The fact there's not a gift shop in the Klugheim area, I still find it really surprising that that was never part of the original design. I quite like the whole exit in the gift shop sort of thing. I'm quite a big fan of it. I know a lot of people aren't, but I just like the idea of selling that themed merchandise. Here's some stuff here from Mamba, of course the hotel that we're in. I've actually got that mug already back at home. And if you like the soundtrack that much, you can even buy it for just €12.95. Head around this way, have a look at some of the other merch. What else have we got? Oh, there we go. Nice Klugheim t-shirt just there as well.
That's really nice.
Yeah, of course it's got the rocks, it's got the track on there. That's really nice, isn't it?
I have to make a purchase.
Oh, Charlotte might be getting something. But yeah, in terms of the merch, they could do a lot more in my opinion. But don't get me wrong, there's some nice little bits every so often, but not loads of stuff. Here's your Chiapas CD, just over here. There we go, Chiapas CD. There we go, €12.95. And also you got the Rake t-shirt there as well. Show you it on this side. There we go. Yeah, pretty similar merch to what there always has been, or at least for a few years really. There might be a couple of odd new bits, but that's the Taron t-shirt that I'm wearing. Slightly different colour they are now to what mine is, unless mine's just faded a bit. I mean, there we go, hold it next to it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, obviously mine's faded a little bit, but even when I bought it, I don't think it was that exact colour. Little book up there as well. And a few other little bits around here for Chiapas and the whole Mexico area. But yeah, in terms of merchandise, that's your lot. There isn't a loads of stuff. Also, of course, Mexico is home to Talican, and they've had this mug here for quite a few years. And the t-shirt's really nice as well for Talican. Right then, after a little up there inside the gift shop, we're going in Mouse to Chocolate now, which is a nice interactive dark ride.
I'm going to beat you.
You're going to beat me? Well, it's only a 15-minute wait, so we'll find out who wins. And of course, we will see you when we come off. Mouse to Chocolate. Very nicely themed ride, this one. Love the smells in here. Gorgeous. So we had our ride on Mouse to Chocolate, and who won?
Not me!
It was me that won. Hey. To be fair though, you were winning like for most of it.
Oh,
and then I came in there and stole the show.
Hands hurt after so long.
They do. As you can hear, they're playing announcements every so often as well about social distancing. Just sort of show you the entrance here as well to that new themed area that will be opening at some point in the future. It's been under construction for about 4 years now. Of course, Rookborough, the new area here at Phantasialand that will be home to Fly. And as you can see, this will be one of the entrances down into the area. It's got a steampunk theme. There's also going to be the third hotel that we can see here as well. Charles Lindbergh. And all we've got at the moment is just this little teaser video just here. Shows that balcony that's going to look out over the area. And we experience Fly. What we're going to do now is make our way around towards Woozy Town, and we'll have a look at the construction from around that side as well, or at least what we can see of it. Not a lot. So around the other side here now, like I say, you can see pretty much nothing, but there's some steps just there as well. And of course, round at the back there, that is where the new themed area is. Fly is literally right behind that wall. You wouldn't tell from this angle.
Hidden.
Yeah, it's literally a massive sound barrier. I mean, those of you that know Phantasialand well, there's literally houses just over the other side there, behind those trees and on the other side of the lake. So they really have to put things either indoors, especially on this side of the park, or behind big sound barriers. And that's why Taron is also dug down into the ground. That second launch, it's just to stop the sound traveling too much.
Oh wow, look at that frog ride.
Some of the little rides. That also looks like it's going to be an entrance straight into the new area as well. Of course, you can see the gates there with Rookborough on there, the R and the B. And you can actually just see a little bit of Fly's track, just literally through that bit at the top there. I'll zoom in a little bit. There you go. You can just make out some of the track. But like I say, we can actually get around the front of the new hotel. And I will show you that at the end of the vlog later on before we wrap it up tonight. But here you got this huge sound barrier and the coaster is right directly behind there. So we'll make our way down this way into Woozy Town. Gonna have a ride on Windjass. I think when we looked just on the website, it was what, 25 minutes? Advertised, so not too bad. Of course, 2 Mara spinning coasters.
This looks brilliant.
Windjass Fear and Windjass Force. And Charlotte wants to go on these frogs.
I will at some point.
Oh, definitely. Well, we got a couple of days here, so plenty of time to go on the frogs. You've also got a few other kids' rides around here as well. Little drop tower where you pull yourself up and back down.
Very hard to keep the social distance.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I'd say there's, maybe a little bit too many people in here for keeping the 1.5 meters, which is a shame. But here we go, let's head into Woozy Town. So yeah, there's a big indoor area again because things have got to be inside or with a sound barrier down this end of the park. It means you have to be a bit more creative, but I do really like it in here. I do think it could benefit from a bit of a refurbishment, but it is nice. It's got a very weird atmosphere inside here with the soundtrack, of course the 2 coasters running round, and then the balloon ride just here in the middle as well. There it is, Windjass. then, so we just had a ride on Sphere, and that was the one that Charlotte here needed to get on, because last time I was here, you didn't get on that one, did you really? I'm not too sure why, but maybe due to time, we just missed out on it. You only had one day. Out of the two then, of course, you've got to try and remember Force a little bit, but which one do you prefer?
Fear. It was so weird.
You really liked it?
There was a bit of track and it went...
Yeah, right at the end there's a piece of track that drops. Along with that as well, you've got like a sideways piece of track. There's some really nice elements on there. It's not just your average Mara spinning coaster, so much more to it. And the fact that it's got a very mysterious theme with the soundtrack, it's in this building here as well. It's just all very different. We've also just gone on this little balloon ride here in the middle as well. So with this, it takes you right up the middle here and you get some fantastic views throughout Woozy Town. There's also a couple of what I like to call secret rides up here as well. If you come in here with any little ones, worth bringing them up to the top here, because there's a few little kids rides as well to go on, and obviously with them, you know, not really being advertised that much. Yes, they're on the map and stuff, but you know, when you're in this area, your eyes are drawn to the ride in the middle and Windjast, and you might not realise there's a few little rides around the corner as well. So anyway, we'll head outside, gonna go on to Crazy Bats now. I imagine they're not running the VR on there, but we'll find out. You know, I mean, it's still advertised as Crazy Bats at the moment. I think what, 15 minutes away, did you say? So we're going to give it a go. Of course, before it was Temple of the Night Hawk. Inside there, it's a big indoor roller coaster, huge. It's got 3 lift hills, but I did enjoy the VR when we tried it. But yeah, I can't see the VR being on at the moment because of having to wash down the headsets and everything. It's a lot to do, isn't it? But we'll make our way outside this way. Oh, so Hollywood on Tour, the boat ride, is closed. So who knows if this ride's going to ever open again. I mean, there's been a lot of rumours saying that this might be rethemed or ripped out and be something else in the future. However, it does only say temporarily closed, so who knows. Yeah, it's not great, is it, this ride though?
I can't really remember it, to be honest.
It's a tour round. And
like King Kong.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's some not bad theming on there, but it's very outdated. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because the roller coaster, Crazy Bats, is above it. Yeah. And of course, they've got a huge theatre just over here as well, where they run like an evening dinner show. I don't think that's on at the moment, but obviously they'd have to do a lot of changes to this building if they were to take this ride out and put something else in there. But yeah, Hollywood on Tour, it is closed unfortunately at the moment, but we'll make our way down this way. I always feel like Phantasialand, it's in two halves, like I say, this park. You come down here, it's just completely different. You wouldn't think this was in the same park as where you've got Taron and all the Mexico area, Chiapas. Certainly very different. But anyway, we'll go on Crazy Bats and we'll see you when we come off.
Wir haben es Ihnen leicht gemacht und die nötigen Abstände mit farbigen Bodenmarkierungen gekennzeichnet. Bitte halten Sie sich an diese Markierungen und befolgen Sie auch das Rauchverbot.
We just come off Crazy Bats. It's a 1988 Vekoma roller coaster, and like I say, it's ridiculously long. It's got 3 lift hills. How was your ride?
It's so long, it goes on forever.
I like to just close my eyes on there, to be honest, and relax. Yeah, like you just got a bit of music in the background. There's literally nothing theming wise to see in there, other than a few little strobe lights every so often, and that's your lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the VR on there was good when I did it last time I was here.
It's quite long, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, you know, the VR was certainly an improvement to what it is normally. However, it's still quite nice just to sit on it and relax and enjoy the ride. Anyway, we're going to head down to Taron shortly and do some more rides. We just thought we'd have a look around here towards, I think it's Wacko Battle, which is the the little splash battle ride they've got around here, and just see what's going on around here really. Not going to go on it because it's not really worth it, to be honest. It's not great, but just thought I'd show you around here so you can see it. So there is one plus point to coming around this part of the park. You get this really nice building just here. I mean, look at all the theming on there. It is really, really nice. Got the little bell on the front. Not too sure exactly what it's for, but it's very, very nice. All the roots coming out at the bottom. Really, really good. It's like a little, something out of The Hobbit.
Come down here, you can also get some baskets.
Here we go, some nice baskets for sale. Well, yeah, in terms of this end of the park, like we said earlier, it's literally right next to some houses, and you'll see that when we come up around this corner. Just wanted to give you an idea for those of you that have never been before. Maybe you haven't watched any of our vlogs from here before, just the location of this park and why they have so many issues with locals. Well, I tell you what, it's been that long since I've been down here. The trees have grown so much, you can hardly even see the splash battle, but you can just see a bit of movement there behind them branches. That is actually the splash battle. There's not really much theming, any special effects or audio or anything, because they're not allowed to because of the locals. Of course, when I said the houses are close, this is how close they are. There you go, so you can see we're literally right next to a housing estate. So this is why Phantasialand have to build all the big sound barriers dig right into the ground, use hotels to blockade sound, all the different walls and sound barriers. This is why, because there's houses literally all around the side just here of the park. But there is a pathway you can walk down here actually that connects up with the other side. But like I say, I never even come down this end. The splash battle is very, very poor. It's a shame they can't really do much with this end of the park, but at least Fly is going to be built on this side, you know, when that does open, most likely next year now, I'd imagine. You know, at least there is something on this side of the park, because before that, other than Windjass, all the major stuff was on the other side, so that will sort of balance it out a little bit and also take some of the strain off Taron. Talking of Taron, we're heading down there now, so let's transition from this part of the park down to Klugheim. There she is, resting her feet. Right, let's get ready for some more Taron? Yeah. Let's go on the Intamin Blitz. We'll see you down there. Well, I'll tell you what, we're doing really well with these rows that we're getting put on today. Our first ride today was on the front row, and just was on the back row, weren't we, Charlotte? There we go, round the back of Taron. How was your ride?
Oh, it was fantastic.
That was absolutely fantastic. This ride just hauls all the way around the whole track, doesn't it?
Really warmed up.
Oh God, yeah. Like on the morning, don't get me wrong, it's a great coaster. But as the day progresses, it really speeds up, just like you can see. Taron here at Phantasialand. If you've never been here, wherever you're watching from in the world, you've got to come to this park and ride this absolutely epic coaster. Of course, Universal at the moment over in Florida are actually building an Intamin Blitz. It's rumoured to be called the Velocicoaster, but it is going to be based all around Jurassic World. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that fits into the park. And is it going to be as good as Taron? Who knows? We can see rock work going in. We know there's going to be launches. It's got a top hat above the lake in Islands of Adventure. So I'm really, really looking forward to that and seeing what it's going to be like. But anyway, we've got just enough time to go and grab some food now. And then fingers crossed we'll get in the queue line for Taron before it shuts tonight. Park closes 7 o'clock, but they do close the queue lines a little bit earlier here. Today they're advertising 6:30 for the queue close for Taron. It's different for all the attractions, so it's worth checking out. It's not like some parks like back home where, you know, at 7 o'clock is when the queue closes. At Phantasialand, it is different to that. They do close them earlier. So we'll get some food, and fingers crossed we'll get another ride on Taron. Which road we're going to get this time? We've had a front, we've had a back. We might be in the middle. Oh, Taron, everybody, what a beast. Whoa, what have you got there, Charlotte?
Spring rolls.
Spring rolls, let's have a look at them. Oh, yes, how much were they?
$3.80.
Oh, not too bad, €3.80.
I had was rank.
Yeah, you didn't like the chicken nuggets. You do make me laugh. You didn't enjoy them. But anyway, we're going to make our way now down into Klugheim, ready for that final ride of the day for us on Taron. To be honest, we managed to do loads today. We've covered most of the major rides. Obviously, River Quest I haven't been on. I'll probably have a ride on there tomorrow. We've not done Rake. But apart from that, we've done lots, haven't we, today? It's been a really good day.
Attacked by what?
Yeah, there was some wasp action, wasn't there, up at the seating area. I must say, Phantasialand have put a lot more seating about, which is good. What's normally the stage up in the Chinatown area has actually been turned into all seating, of course, because of the lack of seating indoors at the moment, because of the COVID-19 precautions and measures that they're put into place. Yeah, they have, of course, put some more seating outside, which is really good. Anyway, we're going to have our last ride of the day before we wrap up today's vlog and go for a little look at the new hotel that's been built, and we'll see what we can see of Fly as well from out the front of the park, because obviously it's up that top end, sort of behind the Berlin entrance area, and we'll go and see the new hotel before wrapping up the vlog. Let's go on, Taron. Taron was absolutely flying there. I tell you what, that coaster warms up so much throughout the day, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that was absolutely incredible. We nearly got a front row ride, but a couple of people came in and got the front row, so we was on row 2. But we've not done too bad today, have we? 3 rides on Taron, 1 on the front, 1 on the back, and then 1 on row 2. And along with that, it's been a busy day here today. I do feel like they've let a few too many inside the park today. It's been quite hard to keep that social distancing in places, especially with 1.5 metres. It's been quite hard, hasn't it? However, we've got a lot of attractions in. In terms of the way the park have been running the attractions, very good operations. Like, you know, I'd say some of the rides have actually felt like the queues have been going quicker than they do normally because they've got more staff about doing batching. Mystery Castle and Black Mamba come to mind with that one. But no, it's been a great day. I've really enjoyed it. But please, if you are coming to these parks, follow the 1.5 metre distance. So many people here today just haven't followed it. The park have done all they can. There's markers, there's signage, there's announcements, but people still haven't been following it. But you know what? We've had a good time. But we're not going to wrap up the vlog quite yet, are we, Charlotte?
No.
We're going to have a little look at the new hotel because we can see it from the main road just out the front here. So before we wrap up the vlog, we're going to take a right outside the Berlin entrance and go and see the 3rd hotel that will be opening soon, along with the new area Rückbra here at Phantasialand. So it's literally just outside to the right. And let's say before we see this up close, you're going to get our first reactions. All we did is drive past it last night when we checked into the hotel. We had a quick look from the car. So you're going to be seeing our pretty much first reactions for this. And let's just say you've got to have a certain taste, I would say, to be able to enjoy the theming with this hotel. I'm not too sure what I feel about it, but it's a good time to see it because the sun's shining. Let's go and see how it looks. So yeah, we'll take a right and come and take a look at Charles Lindbergh, I think it's called. Whoa, what you got there, Charlie? Having a read of a newspaper?
Just reading a newspaper.
How can you understand that? Oh, it's the Rückbra Gazette. There you go. What we got then? We got some concept art on here, some different drawings. There we go, a little look at the restraint system and the trains there for Fly, and that steampunk feel that the attraction's going to have as well. We just literally picked this up on the exit. What we got inside here? Here we go. Hotel Charles Lindbergh, Sleep Like an Aeronaut. Wow. A little bit of concept art. What we got on the next page there? There we go. I saw some more concept art. I think it was the page just inside as well. There we go, that looks like the bar area. I mean, that, to me, looks really good. Steampunk themed. And then you look at this. Ugh. This is the entrance to the new hotel. And let's just say, it's a very interesting taste, should we say. So the building here on the right hand side is all staff area. And they've painted that up to match the style of the front.
Looks like it's been left to rot.
Yeah, it's a rusty hotel. I completely understand it's got a steampunky feel to it. However, I'm really not too sure. The ultimate steampunk experience the park are branding it as there. And this is it. There we go. So you've got the signage up there at the top. We'll cross over the road in a minute and have a look at it from a distance. But
if you was to walk past this hotel, you'd think it was abandoned.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's brand new, and with the rust and the colour schemes. I've seen a couple of photos of it, and I'd say it maybe looks a little bit better in person than it does on photos, but I'm really hoping there's a bit more to come from the front of this. I really hope so. These lights I quite like the look of, because I imagine they at night sort of shine up here, but
it's just so ugly.
It's a very acquired taste. I mean, you look down there at Mamba that you can just see. Mamba is beautifully themed. Lingbao is gorgeous as well. And then you've got this. It's just very rusty. I'm not convinced. You've got the tower here. To be honest, this looks a lot better this side. I think if the whole facade looks a bit more like this, I'd like it a bit more.
Yeah, that looks alright.
yeah, like, you know, it's still probably not the theme I'd want to stay in, but in terms of how that looks, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. But yeah, if we carry on down this way, tell you what, there's a lot of traffic going out. I'm glad we're not driving out tonight. Like I say, we're staying at Mamba again this evening. But yeah, there's a look at some of the rooms, I take it, through there. And these ones look like they're going to have a balcony up the top there. And maybe that's going to continue down this way, but then I don't know. I'm really not too sure. Of course, Phantasialand are very secretive, but there's a look at the new hotel. We'll cross over the road and see it from a bit of a distance, but I ain't too sure on it, Charlotte.
I'm not sure.
I love what Phantasialand do with theming, don't get me wrong. And I know it's not complete yet, so we can't fully review it, but I'm just not too sure with this one if they've made the right choice with the theming. But let's cross over and look at it from a bit of a distance. Right then, so we've just crossed over the road now, and this little zoom in to all we can really see of the fly area. We can see no track from this point, but you can see them sound barriers and how they've had to put them up there all the way around the side to protect the sound. And of course, the hotel also acts as a massive sound barrier. And here's a look at it from this side, Charles Lindbergh. I don't really know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. Charles Lindbergh, yeah, I think so. But yeah, I mean, you come down here, I'm just not too sure. It looks like a big factory off to the side. I know that's kind of what they're going for, but I don't know. I don't know. Go on. It looks what? You don't like the look of it? No. Yeah, I don't know. Like, will I stay there at some point in the future? Possibly so. Is it going to look a lot better inside? Maybe it is, but yeah, I'm not too sure with the design. I mean, the fact that also it doesn't help the fact that on the signage up there at the top, they've put like the little spikes for the birds on there to stop them sitting on it. I'm not really too keen on that either. It just, I don't know. Like,
it's like a rundown factory.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe what they're trying to go for. But is that the right theme for a hotel? No. I mean, let's look at Mamba. Like, zoom down there to Mamba. Look at that. You know, that looks absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. But I don't know. There could be people that really like the look of this. But to me, it's a bit of an acquired taste. But anyway, there we go. That pretty much wraps up today's vlog. We'll make our way just onto the nice bridge, actually, above the Berlin entrance, and we'll wrap up today's vlog here from Phantasialand. So this is actually one of my favourite views here at Phantasialand. You get some great views down the Berlin entrance street, and of course of the carousel. And now, if we zoom in a little bit over to the side there, we can also see a bit more of fly and them sound barriers. To be honest, from that angle, the theming looks a lot better. Still don't think it's going to be up there with Klugheim, in my opinion, in terms of some of the theming. But of course, it's still not yet finished, so we can't fully review it until it's complete. But yeah, you can see, you know, some signage up at the top there as well. Loads to look at. So I am really looking forward to seeing it, of course, when it's complete and whenever it opens here at Phantasialand. I don't think it's going to be this year now. I can't see the park wanting to open a big signature area that they've been working on for the best part of 4 years during a global pandemic, to be honest, when they're going to have all the social distancing markers, and I can see them waiting until next year when hopefully things are a lot better and in place by then. So that wraps up our vlog today here from Phantasialand. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been great to get back, hasn't it, Charlotte? Yes. And of course, it's been your second ever visit to the park. Have you enjoyed it more this time?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it a lot more this time.
Yeah, I mean, last time we were here, you didn't really get to see everything. Obviously, Chiapas was closed. No. You know, so it's been nice for you to get more of a Phantasialand experience. Yes. And we've been talking about this quite a bit today, but staying on site really makes it here.
It really does make it. It means you're more immersed.
You are. This park doesn't have the most glamorous of entrance. It doesn't have a lot of grounds around it, does it? In terms of when you drive in, there's not like a massive Phantasialand entrance sign. And as much as this is gorgeous, where we're standing now, you look out this way. Yeah, it's on a main road. The park don't really own any of the road infrastructure.
There's a random cafe.
Yeah, like a snack bar over to the side that's not owned by the park. It's not the most glamorous of entrances. No. You know, with Phantasialand, it's beautiful when you get in, but as an arrival experience, it's not the best. So staying on site, especially over there in Mamba or Lingbao, really makes it. I don't think we need to say what our favourite ride here is. We absolutely love Taron, but Chiapas for me as well is right up there, and I know you enjoyed it. Yes, you loved Windjack, didn't you?
I loved that.
Yeah, fantastic ride. And of course, this isn't the only vlog we're going to film from here. That's our only vlog from the park. However, we're going to be uploading a video, a room tour of our beautiful room at Hotel Mamba that is absolutely gorgeous with all the Africa theming. We've got like the doors that open up looking over the park, and it's stunning, isn't it, Charlotte? Yes. Really nice. And in terms of the next theme park vlog that's going to be coming up, where are we going, Charlotte?
Tripstra.
Yes, so we're going to Tripstra. That'll only actually be my second ever visit. I went last year, and yeah, it'll be Charlotte's first time going.
And they've got
yes, 2 brand new coasters to ride as well that we're really looking forward to as we continue on with the road trip here in Germany. Thanks for joining us here at Phantasialand, and hopefully next time we're stood here, we're going to be entering into that brand new themed area, Rookborough, and riding on Fly. Thanks for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.